Today I want to show you my personal survival kit. I base this around my own knowledge and my own skill set. That is very important whenever you make a survival kit of any type. This one here is one that I'm going to use for day hikes, day hunts, and stuff like that when I go out into the bush off the beaten path. This kit has everything I need for a few days if I have to stay out there for one reason or another. This is that kit right here. I started it with the One Tigress water bottle pouch kit. So you see I can sling it over my shoulder. Has MOLLE straps on the back. I can put it on a pouch if I want to, a backpack or MOLLE web belt, or just put it through a belt if I like. So it has many carry options. But this is the kit right here, and I have everything I need in this here, like I said, to survive for a couple days. I'm going to break this open and show you what I've got. Okay, here's the kit right here. And like I said, base your kit around your own knowledge. I've seen a lot of posts before, people asking, what should I put in a survival kit? Learn your gear and make sure you know how to use it. There's no sense of packing a ferro rod if you don't know how to use a ferro rod. You know, pack a lighter. Pack 5 lighters if you have to. You know, because most people know how to use a lighter. That's what I'm getting at. Pack your kit to your own skill set. That's what I've done here. A lot of thought went into this. The only thing is this one here is dependent on fire. So I have many ways to create fire with this kit. Since I have no cover besides my clothes, you know, for I don't have a sleeping bag or something like that there, you know, to make a microclimate. I have a shelter cover, but I don't have a sleeping bag or anything in this. So around here, even in the summertime, it gets chilly, you know, most times. So you're dependent on a fire to keep you warm. So let's break this out. I'm going to start right here. This has a pen light. So once it gets dark, I can still move around, collect firewood, get what I need. This has fresh batteries in it, and it actually has a piece of paper over top of the last connection to the battery, so there's no life drawing from them at all. So they're staying fresh. This is the One Tigress cell phone case. I've used it for other means. Used it just as a pouch. In here, I have the straw to my Sawyer Mini. A little bit of bug spray. A knife. It's a good lock blade. I can do a lot with it. I don't normally carry lock blades, but it fit in this kit. And I have my Bushcraft Essentials micro light stove. Now, like I said, this kit is built around what I wanted to take out. Do I need that stove? No. But it can fit in here, so why not? It's a lot of luxury items in this kit, which is pretty good for the size of it and what it can do for me. Inside here, right in the very top, I have a bandana, 1 quart or 1 liter stainless steel water bottle. And this is always a bugger to get out, so I'm not even going to bother. I have a stainless steel cup in there as well. So I, excuse me, got a little cough lately. I have a stainless steel bottle or a cup in there as well that I can boil water or make teas or prepare wild edibles or whatever I want, and that I can use with conjunction to that little stove. So I only have to use little twigs. I'm not making a big campfire if I don't want to. But I can boil water in that and dump it into here. Excuse my coughing, please. Now, I have a lighter, but I have elastic wrapped all around it in underneath the button. So that keeps it almost impossible to push down and leak out my fluid. So it's just a safety thing. So if I want to use this, I take off the elastic and it works normally. It's orange, so I can see it easily. Plus, it's clear, I can see how much fluid's in it. Right there is 30 feet of Titan Survivor cord. It's paracord with a 30 gauge wire strung the whole way through it. A 25-pound test, I believe, fishing line, and it also has a waxed jute within that as well. Plus, it's a military grade paracord with 7 strands. In here, get it out, got my Sawyer Mini. If I'm on the fly, I don't want to boil water, collect water and such, I can just put the straw on the bottom, suck right out of the stream, and keep going. That's why I brought that. Got multiple items in that. I'll come back to that. I bought this for my cover. I don't normally like Mylar type space blanket sheets. They rip way too easy. They're chip bag material. You start a rip, they'll just split. I've had a lot of bad experiences testing those or trying those. I do not like them. This here is made of more of a plastic than the other type. So it actually will stretch. It will rip easy if you tear it, but not as easy as the other, cheaper brands. This here is a double survival blanket, it's called. So it's actually 8 feet long by 5 feet. Myself, I need at least 8 feet, because if I'm covering myself from rain, making myself a shelter, that gives me a foot on each end. So if rain comes down, I'm not going to get wet, because when it hits the ground, it seeps in. And you'll have a wet spot probably 6 inches all the way around from where your shelter goes down. You're going to have 6 inches, soaking through the ground inward. Plus, rain usually does not go straight down. It always hits at an angle. So if I have a foot on each end, it covers me a lot better. So that's why I've got this. But, like I said, this here, since I only have my clothes, especially in the fall, it's reflective. I can make a shelter, but I need fire to keep me warm all night. I'm going to need fire. And that's why this kit is dependent on fire. So there's one fire source right there. In here, I have a few bandages, an excuse me, an assortment of hooks, a couple flies, about 10 matches plus a striker, and some little pieces of fat wood in case I need fire quick. I don't normally carry tinder, like I mentioned in other videos, but this is a survival kit, so I figured, you know, I can get anything I need, but if I just fell in a lake, I'm going to use this instead of wandering around trying to find, you know, some fat wood and so on and stuff, which I can usually find within the first 5 minutes anyhow, but I'm just going to take it in case. Now, I do not have fishing line in here, though I have hooks and such, but got fishing line in this, so that was a bonus. Got some more little cordage here for tying out my tarp, and I have my big ferro rod with the striker that I made out of a file. That this here is can be used for flint and steel or striker ferro rod. Plus, it's out of an old file, but it has a little bit of grit. I could sharpen a knife with it still. So that's basically what I have contained in this kit. So I've covered fire. This here will get me out of the rain, and plus I could make it into a shelter that will last a few days pretty easily, but it's dependent on fire to keep me warm at night. But it was a good addition. I had plastic tarp in here, but this just folds up and is more compact. Got a little bit of first aid, some more fire source in here, plus some hooks. Sawyer Mini. Some more cordage. So I'd rather use that small light cordage for tying out, making that tarp, than tearing apart my paracord if I don't have to. They're that long, I got a slug. There's some food right there if you like. Now on this side here I have a carabiner, and I have this whistle, which is loud. It's very loud. It has a compass on it. It's got, if I can get it out, a mag lens that I've actually started char cloth with it. And it can be a bugger to get out sometimes. There we go. Look at a magnifying glass that does start fire, and it has a thermometer on it as well, in Fahrenheit and Celsius. In here, it's a capsule with strikers and storm matches. So I'm pretty well covered with this kit. If I walk off trail and say I knew I wasn't going to make it out in time before dark to get out. I've got my cell phone as well, always on me. I've got service. I would just make a call and say I'm not going to make it out in time. I'm just going to hunker down for the night. And I have everything in my kit here that I can do that. That's why I made this kit. But remember, like I said, if you're going to make something like this, any kind of survival kit and so on, do it around your own, skill set. Know how to use every bit of your kit. I mean, the fishing hooks, I've fished all my life. The ferro rod, you've seen me use many times. The matches and lighter, well, I can use those. Making a shelter out of just a tarp, of course I know how to do that. And also, I know how to make fire in pretty much all conditions. So, I'm pretty well set. As well as the bug spray, well, in the summertime, they can drive you crazy. So it's nice, that's a luxury item, but it's nice to have and it fit in here, so why not? Anyhow, I hope this makes you think. And the reason I brought this video is just to show you what I would carry and what I'm going to be carrying. This may change, from time to time, just because I'll get new gear, want to try gear, or whatever. And but this is a nice basic kit that I'm going to use this fall for day hikes and so on, that I can just sling over my shoulder and go. I can't wear a backpack when I'm hunting out here unless I had an orange backpack or something, because I have to wear an orange vest whenever I'm hunting in the fall. And so I can't cover it with a backpack. I have to have an orange vest that they can see visible. So this here I can throw on my side. It won't hinder the vest at all. And I can do my day hikes, knowing that if I went out there and, had to stay out there for whatever reason, I'm pretty well covered. Hope this helps and give you some ideas. Thanks a lot.